Do you ever give yourself credit? Not bragging or boasting, not pointing the finger and saying, look at me, look at me, look at me. But do you ever give yourself credit for a job well done? Well, this is your favorite coach, David Plummer III, Coach DP3, on Thursday, July 30th. It's the 83rd day of the 120-day challenge. And again, I'm headed to Planet Fitness. There's going to be a high of about 115 or 117 today in Vegas. It is starting to warm up, people. I asked the question, do you give yourself credit? Well, yesterday I was sitting in a prayer closet just quietly thinking about the last 82 days, today's 83, of what I've accomplished. And I was just thinking about it. Do we really give ourselves credit for a job well done? Sometimes we sit quietly and say, you know what? Good job. Great job. Way to go. Without bragging and boasting. I believe it's okay to do that. You know, these 82 days in which I've walked every single morning for 45 or 60 minutes, it's been a great challenge. And there have been days I woke up that I didn't feel like walking. There are days I woke up where my feet was hurting, my ankles were hurting, my knees was hurting, everything was hurting. But I told myself when I started this challenge, finish, be a finisher. I think so many times in life, we don't finish what we start. We set goals or we say we gotta do some things, and then we get a third of the way through or maybe 3 or 4 days into it and we just don't finish. We find an excuse, we find a reason for not finishing. So as I look back and I ask the question, it's okay to say job well done so far, but the job's not finished. Technically, I still have 37 days to go. That's still a long time. That's over a month to finish the challenge. But I wanted to recognize the fact that, you know, I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there, and it's okay to applaud yourself every now and then. I don't go around bragging and boast about how great you are. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, man, it's tough. It's tough. 83 days of walking 45 to 60 minutes. And whatever you do, you know, don't go around just like, yeah, look at me, all the stuff that you see NFL and NBA players do when they acknowledge that they made a shot that they should make because they're making $50 million. But for us, the regular folk, I'll call us regular folk. Us regular folks, it's okay. It's okay to say, you know what? Keep up the good work. God would be proud of you. God would be proud of you, especially when you're taking care of your mental, your physical, and your spiritual self. So important to do that. I had a long talk with my brother yesterday. He turned 63. And we hadn't talked that long. We talked for almost like an hour and a half. Just talking about everything. He's my youngest brother. So we were just talking about everything. And him being grateful for being 63 and both of us being men of God, true men of God who pray all the time. And it's refreshing and it's rewarding to know you can talk to a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad, a wife, a husband about stuff, right? Stuff that's important. And I was telling him about the journey and the challenge. And he's like, big bruh, I don't know how you do it. And I just always say by the will of God, by the grace. I'm one of those people that when you set a goal, you finish. And I think that's what the point I want to get across is you have to be a finisher. Now, like I said, I'm still 37 days away from finishing a 120-day challenge. But in life, if you set a goal or if there's something you really want to accomplish, you got to be a finisher. There's this thing that says when you get intentional about something, when you set goals about something, disruption is going to happen. It's not going to go well in the beginning, but that disruption is often a sign that you're on the right track, that you're headed in the right direction. that what you've decided to do is working. It's going to work for you. It's going to work in you and on you. So that's how I look at it. Right now, it's just a habit. It's just a habit for me to get up every morning and either walk outside or walk at Planet Fitness. It's just a habit. They always say 30 days to break a habit. Buddha says 60 days. David Plummer said 90 days. But I decided I wanted to do this 120 days. I wanted to make sure that I locked it in. I think I said this last week, because if you can do 4 months, you can do 6 months. If you can do 6 months, you can do a year. If you can do a year, you can do 5 years, and so forth and so on. But you have to get through that initial disruption phase, because it's going to happen. That's just life. That life be lifing. But we're nearing the 6-minute mark, and I'm just so thankful and grateful, humble and honored to be able to do this walk this morning, to be able to do these videos every morning, just to share a little insight, a little information about what I'm going through in these walks and what's on my mind. And I hope it helps you. I really do. I really do. And if it helps you, that means it might help somebody else. So do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the video, hit the notification bell so you get this every morning. But more important, if you really think it's going to help somebody, just share it with them. Just say, hey, man, I saw this video this morning or this afternoon or this evening of this coach, and he was just sharing some insight, and I wanted you to listen to it. It's only 6.5 minutes long. Hey, guys, this has been your favorite coach, David Plummer III, Coach DP3. Have a fantastic day. Stay hydrated. Until tomorrow, you know I'll be here, God willing. Peace out.